Hello lovers, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ujunwa. If today is your first time or coming across the channel, you are highly welcome. Please consider making use of your subscription button if you have not done so, and hit your notification bell so you will not be left out on my next video. So in my today's video, I am here to share a simple step on how to draw your eyebrows and how to carve it for beginners. Okay, is all about eyebrows tutorial and how to carve it. So let's move into the carving. What I just showed you now is the razor stick I'll be using. Okay, so with this it will be easy for you to carve yourself. Like me, I find it difficult to carve myself with razor blade because I end up cutting myself, but with this one is easy for me. So this is the brush you will need. This blending brush you will be using, and you need powder on this as well. Okay, you need your face powder. The reason why you need this is because of people that have oil skin. Okay, if you have oil skin, before drawing your eyebrows, please first of all apply powder on it, and for you to carve you can apply powder as well. It will help it will make it easy for you to carve, and you will end up not cutting yourself. Okay, but if you don't want to use powder when carving, you can use Ofuma shea butter. Okay, you can rub shea butter there. It will be easy for you to blend. For some people, I can make use of the two, but in this tutorial I want to make it friendly for beginners. So if you don't have shea butter, at least you have your face powder. Okay, so first of all apply it. We have done doing that, so what we have to do now is to move into the brushing of it. So this is the brush I'll be using. So now we have to brush it up, okay, in order for us to see the natural line of our eyebrows. Okay, so please, before you go into this carving, follow the shape, the natural shape of your own, the natural line of your own eyebrows, because mine and yours might not be the same. Okay, you have your own, I have mine. The shape of mine and yours will not be the same. Some people, their own is just straight, while some people have arc on their own as well. Like mine, as you can see, I have natural arc on my own, but some people, their eyebrow is just straight. So follow the natural line of your own eyebrows. Okay, so this is it. After that, once you set your mirror, you use the other hand to raise your skin up in order for you to see clear line, and again it will help your razor blade to move faster for you and simple. Okay, without cutting yourself. So use your hand to raise your skin up. Then again, don't just jump into your eyebrows. Start from the natural line of your eyebrows first. From there you will now move in, okay, as anywhere you want. Or so this is it. So that is what I'm doing. Okay, so when you are doing this, always brush. Okay, brush it up. Once you are carving the down part, always brush up, so you see. And again, you know how you want it. Some girls, some people used to barb their own. They used to clear off everything. So if you want it that way, if you are one of them that's barb all your cut or shave all your eyebrows, go ahead and do so. You don't need to brush it up or brush it down. But once you want to carve, not that you are barbing it, you want to carve it, in order for you to get that natural shape of your eyebrows, in order for you to draw your eyebrows, then you have to carve it. Follow the step. It's very easy. And if you are capable of using razor blade on yourself, go for it. For me, I find it difficult, honestly speaking. I find it difficult to use razor blade on myself, but for someone, I can use razor blade on someone. But for me, it's hard for me. I have tried many times and end up cutting myself, so I don't want that anymore. So that is why I don't use razor blade anymore. I use this razor stick. Is best for me. It works more easy for me. So we are done with the down part. For the upper side, I have brushed it up again. So now what you have to do, once you brush it up, start cutting off the excess hair there. Okay, as you can see, I'm just carving it. I am not barbing or shaving, I'm just carving it. So the excess, once you brush it up, you will be able to see the one that pass the natural line, as in the one that is so too long, then you have to cut it off like I'm doing. It's very easy. With this, is very easy for me to carve myself. So please, after you watch this video and you find it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, okay? And consider subscribing before leaving, and share this video as well, okay? So that is it. If you have any question, you can drop it on your on the comment section. I will answer you, okay? So after this, as you can see, I have brushed it up, and in my arc I noticed that I still have a long hair there, so I have to cut it off, okay? So this is it. As you can see, I have natural arc already. So the way I have carved it with my own. So like I said, if you are carving yours, please follow the shape of your own eyebrows, okay? Because we don't have the same. We don't have the same eyebrows, okay? Your face is different, mine is different. So follow exactly the shape of your own, okay? So this is it. But even if your own is straight, you can still create arc if you want. For those of you that their own is straight, you can still create arc on it. Yes, you can. Okay, once you know your arc point, just go carve it with, use the tip of your razor blade or the razor stick you are using to create that arc there. Go to the point of your arc from the down part, then barb it, shave it or cut it bits more, go more deep, go more inside, okay, on your arc. From there you'll get it, okay? I have it already, so I don't know how I will show you guys, and I don't need to barb off my own arc in order to show what I meant on that, but I hope you guys understand what I meant, okay? For those of you that have straight eyebrows, you know, when drawing your eyebrows, you can create arc on yourself. That is what I meant. If you want to create it, if you want to get it naturally, but the way you carve your eyebrows will help it to come out. If you maintain one shape, one style of eyebrows by carving it, you will end up achieving the natural arc. Like the way I'm doing, see the way my arc is, you see the way I'm doing it? That is what I meant. Just go inside small, go inside, make sure that that center of your arc, that you carve it inside small. From there, you'll be able to create it. So by the time your hair will start, your eyebrows will start growing, it will start growing from there as well. So now we are done carving, we have to move into the drawing, okay? So first of all, you have to brush it up again. I have showed you guys the eye pencil I'm using is number 18. So this is it. It's brown eye pencil, okay? Please don't use black eye pencil on your eyebrows, okay? So now we have to carve. As you can see, we have clean line now. Please, when drawing your eyebrows, all you need is clean line, and don't add pressure in your eye pencil, please. Don't add too much pressure on it. Let the eye pencil be freezable in your hand. Don't hold it too tight, okay? So for beginners, you have to trace. For you to get it perfectly, I make this video for beginners, okay? Friendly for beginners. Is a friendly eyebrows tutorial for beginners. So what I just show you now is how to measure it. So now you have to jam it together, you have to draw it together, okay? You have to trace it from the other side to this one in order for you to get it perfectly. Please, for the center or for the line you are drawing, make it simple and light, okay? You don't need it to be too dark or to draw it too deep. Just make it light. Then after that, you have to brush it downwards, brush it down, so you see your natural eyebrows line up, okay? If you brush it up, you end up getting over. You will end up drawing your eyebrows outside your natural look, so you don't need that. All you have to do is to brush it down, then you'll be able to see the line, the shape of your natural eyebrows. Then you draw it. Don't start from the starting point. Don't start from the beginning of your eyebrow. Just start from the middle, close to the beginning. Then you move to your arc, then you bring it down the way I'm doing, okay? Remember, don't put force on your eye pencil. Don't put pressure on it. Don't put force. So you have to trace again, okay? You have to trace it again to the other side. For beginners, it will be easy for you to do this way. So you have to trace it now. When drawing, please, as you can see, the line is very light. Don't add pressure. Okay, so this is it. It's very easy. With this, for beginners, you will get it perfectly. As you can see, it's the same size. So once you trace it this way, it will be easy for you. So I have reached to my arc. Once you reach to your arc, bring it down. Okay, once you reach to your arc, bring it down. This is how to create an arc. For those of you that don't have their natural eyebrows is straight, you don't have arc on it, this is how to create arc. You guys saw what I did. Once you reach your arc point, raise it up small, then you bring it down. You create your arc. To create arc is very easy for those of you that don't have it naturally. So now after that, you have to measure. So your eyebrows don't need to pass your water, don't need to pass your eyes line. You don't need to pass your water line. Okay, you don't need to. Make sure that your eyebrows end in your water line. That is your eyes water line. Okay, you don't need to pass it, so it will not look awkward. So after that, you have to measure it for you to know. For beginners, first of all, measure your starting point, your ending point, and your arc. So you put a point there, so it will be easy for you to draw when drawing it. So after that, you have to brush it. As you can see, it looks as natural as possible. Okay, because I don't need to fill this. The only place I'll fill now is anywhere that is scanty. Anywhere I don't have hair is where I will brush. Like here, as you can see, there is no hair there. Okay, this place there is no hair, that is the only place I will fill in because I want this to look natural. So, and when doing this, please don't add pressure. Like I said, don't add too much force on it. Draw stroke, don't drag it. Just do it as if you are drawing stroke, the way I'm doing. Just draw stroke. For the starting point, there is no much hair there. For those of us that don't have hair there in the biggest starting point, all you have to do is to draw stroke up the way I'm doing it. Very light, please. Very light. You don't need to add pressure on it. Don't do it with force, okay? Don't add force on it. So that is it. It doesn't take time. It's not hard for beginners. If you follow this step, you will find it very easy to do, okay? And make sure that your eye pencil is well sharpened in order for you to get that clean line and clean stroke you want. So as you can see, do you see, the same is equal, okay? So for beginner, before drawing, you have to measure your starting point, your ending point, and your arc. As I said, use your eye pencil to put a dot there, put spots there, so you'll be able to do it. As you can see, there is no different on it, okay? So you have to brush it now. After filling in, brush it in order to remove excess product if there is anyone there. So you don't need to touch the ending point, the tail of your eyebrows. Don't touch it. That place needs to be the way it needs to be the way it is, okay? Because normally most of us don't have hair there. So you will be wondering how you will clean the center line. It's easy for you to clean, okay? When blending it, you will use your blending brush or your beauty blender foam to do it. So this is the concealer I'll be using, although it's already finishing, but I will still get something there. So this is it. It's color 1, color 2, and color 3. Okay, so when doing this, please don't pick products with the tips of your brush. No, you don't need to have excess product on it. Just use the body of the brush, the flat side of the brush, to pick the product. Don't use the tips of it, okay? Just use the flat side of it, the two side. Make sure that you have products in the two side, okay? So that is it. So now you have to move in. I'm using angle brush on this. So this is the product, and you don't need too much product on this, please. For beginners that you just want to draw your eyebrows, you don't need the complete face makeup. You just want to draw your eyebrows. You don't use too much product on this. But if you will complete it, if you want to do full makeup, which I will show you guys the complete makeup, the complete look of this video I'm sharing now. you have to use too much concealer, and as you are using concealer you have to drag it down, okay, so it will be easy for you to blend. But once you don't use too much product, a little of it the way I'm doing, and the concealer you are using don't have too much oil. You know, some concealer have too much oil on it, while some don't. So the one I'm using now, it doesn't have too much oil, okay. So now you have to, so the way you are doing it now, as you can see, I have traced the line, okay. Just conceal, use your concealer the way you draw your eyebrows. It's very simple, and make sure that your hand is straight in anything you are doing, okay. So after that, another thing you have to understand about our eyebrows, the two sides of it is not the same. Everything in our body is not equal, it's not the same. Even our finger, okay, everything in our body, if you pay close look at everything in our body, we'll notice that it's not the same. So the shape of your two eyebrows can never be the same, but you will be the one to help yourself in making it perfect, okay. Just make sure that the difference is not much, okay. So when concealing, check for the one that is too big. You mend it like I'm doing now. If you look at it without, if I did not explain to you, being a beginners, maybe you'll not notice. So it depends. When concealing the upper side, please make sure that your hand is straight, okay, so you will not over concealate. So now for the concealer, you need two color shade, like the one that is more lighter than your skin and your normal color. So I'm using my foundation on this. It's Kiss Beauty number 3. That is my color, so I will be using it in my upper side. But for beginners, if you don't have foundation but you have concealer, make use of your concealer in the both side, okay, both the down part and the upper side. But if you have foundation, go for your foundation. Make sure that the one you will use up in the upper side is the darker shade, okay, while the one you will use in your damp side is your lighter shade, okay. So I make this video easy for beginners. So why I use concealer and foundation is for you to understand. Anyone you have, if you have concealer, I have shown you how to use concealer. If you have foundation, I have shown you how to use foundation. That is why I combine it. But just know that you need two color shade, but you can use one color shade as well. So for you to do it, you don't need to. For beginners, I have shown you now. If you look, I show you, don't keep your hand in your eyes in front of your face to do the upper side. You will not get it. So raise your hand up, keep your hand upon your head the way I'm doing it now. Let your hand be on top of your head the way I'm doing. Not that you will keep your hand in your head, but lift it up, okay, so it will be easy for you to trace. So this is it. So because of the trace line in the center of your two eyebrows, as it make it easy for you to conceal, to do anything you want to do with it, okay. So as you can see, once you reach to your arc, you bring it down. And when doing this, please be careful so you will not clean the line of your eyebrows, okay. If you want the arc to be much, you don't need to go more deeper in concealing the arc side. As you can see, for beginners, I have to explain something for you. The reason why I told you that the shape of your two eyebrows is not the same. So now you have to create it by yourself. As you can see, this one is big. Why my arc of this one is big, why the other one is small? So I'm the one that did it that way, okay. So I will explain what I want to explain to you guys, because some people, after creating drawing their eyebrows, it will look awkward. You will notice that the two of them is not the same. They will leave it that way. They will leave it like that without mending it, or they will not know how to go mend it. So now what you have to do is to pick another concealer or another foundation, depending on the one you are using, to shape it in order to reduce the arc. As you can see, that is what I'm telling you guys. Here is big, while the other one is not big, okay, it's tiny. So I have to mend it so that two of them will be the same. Some people some beginners, after drawing, they don't care, because they don't know. Not that they don't care, they're not aware of it. They will just carry it that way. So when you see them, it will look awkward. So now I have to mend it in order to reduce the size of it. So this is it. So so after doing this, you will notice that the difference will not be much. it will not be too noticeable unless being beginner, unless is a professional. When professionals see you, they will know, yes, that your two eyebrows is not the same. Okay, so now I am done. I have fixed it. Okay, so now for you to blend it, this is the blending brush I will be using. But for beginners, if you don't have the brush but you have beauty blender foam, use it. But once you are using beauty blending foam, please make sure you soak it in water and squeeze out the excess water there, so it will be easy, because beauty blending foam can soak used to dry concealer fast. Okay, and when doing this, please be careful so you will not stain your eyebrows. So for the center line, as you are dabbing it in, when blending, dab in, don't stretch it, don't drag it, dab it in. You can use your brush to clean it up. But this video I will complete the makeup, the full makeup, but I just want to share this one for beginners that only want to learn how to draw their eyebrows, not fit, because not everybody like to wear makeup. But most ladies, most people like, at least if you're not wearing makeup, some people like to draw their eyebrows. So this is it. Okay, so see you all in the complete video of it. So this is it. The one I'm doing now is for those that want to complete the makeup. So I will see you all in my next video soon. Thanks for watching.